Before this video begins, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you to this channel's sponsorship donators and Patreons, these being Tribal Typhoon, Skyhawkings, Dante Demonic, and Negus. Thank you guys, without your support this would not have been possible. Julantru and welcome to Shadowstar. I'm Captain Ri'shad, aka the Renegade, and as the fighter and of course the Vanguard support frigate, also referred to as the Vanguard Heavy Raider, bring themselves into dock with their carrier. I ask that you get yourselves comfortable, grab your beverages, and whether you are fighting for the glory of your founders and to reclaim your lives, Grand Jem'Hadar, members of the Federation, Republic, or of course the Empire, please get comfortable while we take this detailed visual review look at the new Vanguard support carrier. I'm pretty sure someone was watching a little bit too much Last Jedi. But with this being said, this is still a impressive and interesting looking ship. It is my least favourite of the four, but well, the Jem'Hadar can't always get the best score with me, can they? I mean, it will almost be like I'm playing favourites. There's a few things we'll be commenting on here, but let's start off, of course, with the customization options. With simply one template, one bridge, and thankfully 5 types of window. Not that you're necessarily going to want them. You can get some interesting ones. I think type 2 is very Jem'Hadar, basically no windows at all. Personal favourite for some reason for me is to go with type 1 or type 4, but hey, everyone's got their tastes. I do think this ship has a very mediocre set level of customizations, especially compared to the rest, and then against its own looks. It also has the type 1, type 2, and no, just type 1 type 2 hull of the original tier 5 hulls, if I recall right. Type 3, type 4, 5 and 6 all came along with the tier 6 vessels, especially the Jem'Hadar light carrier. Sorry, light battlecruiser, not carrier. And then finally we have our type 7, type 8 upgrade and veteran of the Vanguard line. And I have to say, the typical type 8 does look absolutely amazing, but I'm still a huge fan of the way the upgrade just essentially looks. Now, strangely of this ship, it does feel a little bit out of place. I'm not sure if it's just for colour texturing issues, such as yeah, if you look down one wing, you'll notice the light is hitting in a very certain way, but then you go up this wing and suddenly it changes colour. Now that could have a lot to do with the angle on the wing, except for if I then do this, you see why it has nothing to do with the light angle on the wing. And yeah, that's, you can see the light movement on the rest of the ship, so you know it's not like frozen light effects. It's literally, for some reason, part of the wing is just textured oddly. Strange little bugs to see. You can give it a pass though, right? I have to give it a pass. We're doing a review. Let's go on to anything else. Customization, well, you've got all your typicals, but no style options. So let's get ourselves out into space and to discuss this ship's finer details before the Vo'devwl Vanity Shields. Yes, I can English, people. Welcome to the Dyson sphere, and we can take a look at, well, the drastically different and yet also somewhat similar design with this support carrier. By that I mean it's probably one of the widest ships in the game, and I don't think the term probably is correct. Yes, the Rano Dunier was a wide ship, but this one has that it feels wider. I would love to see the two next to each other, but I have not actually been able to get the two next to each other. Which is hilarious, because everyone's been seemingly flying these. I will immediately start on one note though. And that is the way the pets launch. And this is going to be fun. Bring us to a stop. Launch the ones that are already inside. Hello. Watch the freighter come out. The freighter literally comes out like it's just undocked from under the wing. Which, straight away speaking, that is a great thing in my books. A little bit curious as to why the first thing it does though is start trying to repair its shields. It's not really needing to do that. If you launch the fighters, however, this is my favourite part, they are straight out of the wing. There's no debating that. They are coming straight out of those hangar bays. And I can't help but approve of that. I also like to note the fact that the frigates have the exact same design as the Vanguard wingmen. So you could literally have 6 of the same ship flying around you. Technically not the same ship, as the Vanguard wingmen are actually more offensively orientated, where the support ships take a sort of balance between offense and support, which is something to keep in mind. I will note right now though, that thanks to all these little things that they do, this ship, though it is not one of my favourites in design, does get itself up there a little bit. So since we're talking about the pets, we'll get on straight away to the hangars themselves on the wings, which have, well, they have 2 features in my head here. First of all, I want to note the fact the wings are relatively steep. Now, I know it doesn't look it, but if you take the scale of this ship, and this ship is really large, take the scale of this ship, look at that central section and how flat that is, and then look at the way the wings actually climb up. And we may not be talking Lincoln steep hill steep, but we are, well, we are talking steep enough that if the gravity plate doesn't bend with that, everyone gets a lot of exercise. Also, some of the ships might want to slide if they're not mag-locked into place. It's also interesting to note that these, well, hangars are on the wings and therefore angles, so the ships technically launch at an angle. And I also want to note the fact that it very clearly gets shallower the further down the wing you go. Now, the wings are very big, and you can see, thanks to the windows at the side there, that we're talking about 3, maybe 4 decks in size for the first hangar. By the time you've got into the second hangar, you'll have half that, and the final hangar, you are literally talking, well, about 2 decks. Oh, hang on a second. Think of that then. Look at that scaling wise, and looking at that. If you're talking about 2 decks there, you're looking at 3, maybe 3.5 there, closer to 4, 5. This one has to be about 6, which is hilarious when you look at those windows. Okay. Otherwise, that end hangar is not really useful. Great, it isn't it? Maintain the flight. We also have another weird thing with this end hangar, which might make it more useless, is exactly where is it going to? We look at the back of that wing, it starts to narrow off quite quickly around near the impulse section. So the furthest back you can consider this hangar going is to here. If we are saying that the hangars sort of take a ledge approach around here, hangar, well, the hangar that's near the impulse engine here is relatively small, and this one is probably about the same size as this one, which literally results in the first and the second hangars being really the only hangars of major storage space for a carrier. Unlike the other ships, the Jem'Hadar carrier has very limited space for its fighters. Makes me feel more like this ship wants to be flying frigates docked to the underside of the wing. Speaking of, when I mentioned this docking to the underside of the wing, I imagine this to be done off these little anchors that you can see hanging off here. And if you look at the size of the ships and the way they're shaped, they could technically dock under there. But then I don't know where you dock a second wing. I feel like in some manners, although they did put a lot of thought into the design of this ship and they wanted to make it look sleek and aerodynamic and powerful, it's not really aerodynamic. It could have done with making those wings a little bit deeper. Just double the depth. If you had to take those nacelle designs, flip them over and, or basically keep the front part what you actually can see, but then take a flipped over design that's maybe a little bit longer, attached it on the back, and give it something going backwards, just to give the ship some more feel to it, and you probably made it feel more like a hangar. Actually having hangar space for a carrier. This ship does not really have that much carrier space. I mean, it's got 4 hangars, I'll give it that. So yes, it's probably fighting alongside the level of maybe the Kataran. But I'm pretty sure the Republic and the Klingon Empire definitely have got them smashed when it comes to actual hangar space. Knocked down the Jem'Hadar. So let's now try to find something positive. Well, I'll start off with the actual nacelle design. If I could call that positive. Right, okay, I do like the nacelle design. I want to just say that right now. Mostly because they've got line of sight to each other. And it's done. It's done Ferengi Decora style line of sight. If you look at the design, you'd think, oh, they can't see each other. But it's just that subtle little bend upwards that gives it line of sight. It's like, okay, that's great. I love it. I love the aggressiveness of it. They're sort of fanged forwards like spearheads. Makes them feel more powerful in a sense. Do I go there? Shall I go there? I'm gonna go there. So why the hell does it suddenly stump off at the back? The front of the nacelle looks great. It's just, I feel like a little bit of life could have been added to the back of the nacelle just to give it that touch more. I am power. I am dominion. I will dominate you. They feel aggressive, but they also feel slow. Just the stance of the ship to me feels slow. I'm pretty sure that's just me here that thinks this ship looks slow, but hey-oh. Away from that, we can talk about something I do find very positive, and that is the whole... Oopsie daisy! Let's bring this ship to a standstill so we can have a look at the wingman. If you look at the wingman's engines, you can see the definitive design of the Vanguard Jem'Hadar engine design. And then if you look at these ones, first of all, the primary impulse array to me just looks bolsterously badass. I actually love the fact that they're blue. Probably should have been purple. And I'm thinking some of the hull types, they do turn to purple. But on this design, the blue just makes them feel menacing to me. It feels, although blue is quite a calm and serene colour, having it here is sort of that hidden wrath. You wouldn't think blue to be a powerful colour. Normally that's dominated to red. But which is hotter, the red or the blue flame? That's the sort of feeling that I'm getting looking at this ship. It's that unexpected power is coming from its actual engines. And the secondary engines up on the wings, they are absolutely great to me because they have this design that says to me plug and play, slot in, slot out. You've left engine has been shot clean through by a spiral lance. Okay, fine. Engine is offline, but we can repair it. Shall we take the ship into dock? Nah, fuck that. Purge the engine, clip a new one in. Yep, we docked a new one in with tractor beams. It's all locked in place. Good. Right, off into action. What are we going to do with this damaged engine? We repair that and we can apply that to the next ship that loses an engine. You can see it happening, especially considering if you take the orientation design of this engine. You can see that it actually reflects. So, literally, those are the same engines on both wings. They're just flipped over. 180-degree flip is not a bad thing. What is this? Nearly 8 o'clock at night and my hay fever's playing up. I need to go see Julian Bashir. Maybe he has some kind of nasal agent I can use. Okay, away from impulse engines, we can talk about what I'm essentially going to refer to as... Holy mother monkeys. Okay, so what am I actually referring to? I think you guys could have already guessed. I'm not entirely sure what to make of it, so I'm just going to go on assumptions here. First of all, I'm going to say raw, unadulterated power! Also, why does it look a bit like a thimble? Okay, right, so this little bit at the back here, the sort of red, purple, dark steel, tungsten looking area is probably the area of the ship that I have the biggest curiosity over. See, I would want to go and say it's the deflector. I mean, there's nothing that says the deflector shield actually has to be at the front of the ship. I mean, most likely what we're seeing right here at the nose is the deflector, but the only thing I can think of this as being is literally the command sensor module, and that's literally just a whole sensor platform for commanding the entire fleet that can be at this ship's disposal, seeing as well, Jem'Hadar will do as Jem'Hadar will do, and as we know from the Vanguard carrier, Jem'Hadar carriers like to be small fucking fleets. So I can... excuse my French. So I can actually imagine this whole just approach that's going on here being just some kind of sensor module that allows for massive fleet coordination. I mean, the founders do like to keep control of absolutely everything. They're control freaks, so it would make sense to me that they have that kind of thing. The only other thing I can think of that as being, and would make absolutely no sense really in the grand scale of things, but a super kind of momentum engine. Just something that controls maybe the deflector shielding for a ship's launch, simultaneously combining the warp field, but also combines an impulse array in some manner that just allows for insane speed, and that's why this thing looks so complicated. I will say this though, it is my favourite detailing on this entire ship. Literally that one piece, or should say this whole lower secondary hull section is my favourite detail on this ship. If you took this away from the ship and just left the upper plane, which they very easily could have done, and I'm pretty sure most people would still think this ship looks absolutely amazing, I would have gone into the I like it, but not a lot. Because of this second area, I absolutely love this ship's design. I'm not sure what to make about this little fin at the bottom. I am noticing these blue energy strips on it, which says to be impulse arrays as well, considering other things. But then again, they could also be phaser points, because we know our Jem'Hadar, or polar 1 point, sorry, having powerful energy outputs would make sense. On this energy output scale, though, I want to now talk about weapons on this ship. And wait, what was I saying? Oh yes. So we're going to actually go on to the weapons points now, and well, this is where the Jem'Hadar shows more weapons points than the others do, but not the Klingons. Klingons definitely have more. And also Jem'Hadar kind of shows its mindset a little bit here as well. We'll start with the upper section of the ship, since this is the easiest way to do it. And I'm going to have to put it into this crowned fashion, because I can. We have, down at the front of the ship, 5 points that initially popped straight out to me. And that is 2 points either side of the forward section of the bridge, near the frontier. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th point is on the bridge itself. There is a 6th point at the back of the bridge. And if I then go away from that, since as I quite literally cannot see any more on the upper section of the hull, we'll flip over. And bear in mind, yes, that was only 6 points. That could be omnidirectional. We'll flip over to the bottom here. Make sure I'm not hiding anything with the nose. And this one actually disappoints me more, because there seems to only be 2. As you can probably guess, I'm picking out these round modules that you see. So you got 1 and 2. And the only way I could possibly see it being stronger is if those 3 blue beam strips, or 3 blue strips, I don't know if they're actually beams, are again polar 1 points to fire weapons. I actually think this to be quite unlikely, so the more issues that you can see. So off this subject now, we'll go on to the last thing I want to talk about before we take a look at the Vanity Shields. And that is, primarily, the bridge! The bridge! The thing that has probably the best design out of every ship. Okay, so I criticised this on the Kataran, the Klingon, and the Romulan. Their bridges, or at least one of the bridge points, seems to be raised heavily off the ship, goddamn Star Destroyer style, saying, "Hit me! Shoot me!" At least in the case of this one, it's flat to the body of the ship. I mean, yes, they will make the argument still. If it's on the top of the ship, it's still saying, "Shoot me." But I think this area is the bridge, to be honest. If it's not the bridge, I'm going to definitely say it's the command bridge for the hangars. And that's this section dead center, just gently raised up just a little bit. And do you know what? It's probably another one of my favourite design elements of the ship, because it just fits in there. It just works so well. I do find it funny that there's a sort of crevice forming around it there at the back of the ship. If they did have the lower secondary hull area, they definitely would have had to have not done that. That would have had to have been a more solid block there. But yeah, that bridge is probably one of the funniest designs I've seen for the Jem'Hadar, because it's also very functional in its design. I can see it as a lifeboat. I mean, I'm not sure why the Jem'Hadar would purge a lifeboat off, but if the founders are on it, all the power. Yeah, we have a founder on the bridge. Purge the bridge, the ship is going down. You must not let the founder die. So I can see it from that perspective. But yeah, I don't know why, but I like the bridge. That just seems to sound like me on a general centre though. I don't know why, but I like it. So, this discussion aside, let's go to the Vanity Shields. I'm pretty sure everyone wants this part. I really haven't had a huge amount to say about this ship visually, have I? You can tell it's not really my favourite, and the reason it's not my favourite looks is because it doesn't get my visual cues to go, oh, what's that, what's this, what's that, ooh, wee. And that's kind of what causes the issue. So, Vanity Shield time. And we start off with the Alliance Vanity Shield. Which, okay, excuse me. I understand now why an individual commented on S-Series Space Stock, I think it was, so it might have been the Star Trek Facebook page. But they went, I have no idea where the hangars are on this ship. Well, they're definitely not bloody hangars anymore, are they? It just became facades. They look like lava on a docker ship and that. Oh my god, that is dreadful. Alliance Vanity Shield. Atrocious. I did not mean to hit one again. Next up, Bioll Vanity Shield. Well, you know what? That one looks pretty good. You know, it looks absolutely amazing. Jem'Hadar with the Bioll skin. It's got my red and black look, so I am not gonna complain. My only gripe I am gonna have is the hangar bays again don't really look like they were used, but then again, at least in this case, they look like very powerful force fields. I'm just gonna add the quips because yeah, that's a solid purple, and I didn't really notice that. Intriguing, Jem'Hadar, intriguing. Maybe they're not hangers. No, they've got to be the hangers. Bald Vanity Shield. Are they the hangers? A cryptic. I don't know if you intended to do this, but your hangers don't look like hangers on the Jem'Hadar ship very frequently. You have an issue. An oversight. Was the Jem'Hadar the last one you put together? Was it rushed? Okay. I mean, it can't have been rushed that much. They came up with such a unique design as the bottom of here. Do you know what? With the Ball Cooperative Vanity Shield, it does look good. It does work well, so I'll give it that. Discovery Vanity Shield. Those are facade visual. It's got facade visuals on the they're facades? Are all four of them facades? Does this ship not have hangar? This ship doesn't actually have hangars. What the f? This ship, this support carrier, does not have hangars. Unless you want to say it has one gigantic hangar, and that right there at the front of the ship that I joked could be the deflector is just a hangar door. What the actual that actually just made it even less favourable with me. Okay, Emperor's Vanity Shield. I am 100% certain now, these are Basard collectors up on the wings. They're not hangers, they're not what I thought they are Basard collectors. They're gigantic, unnecessarily large number of Basard collectors. What's going on, STO? Wow. Was that like a communication error? The Emperor's Vanity Shield looks decent on the ship, I'll give it that. Back to the Discovery, because I just want to take another look around, just to make sure there's nothing else that was just wrong with the ship. Veklari Vanity Shield. Now that my brain is switched, well, mostly switched off from that weird Basard and deflector. Sorry, yes, Basard and hanger thing going on. My brain is starting to see these designs a bit better, and you know what? Rusty much, but I kind of like it. Now we get on to the whitewash. That is, god damn it, he's logging in and out a lot. Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield, which is the one that straight up proves they're not hangers. Oh god. Considering the fact we can fly these other ships, I do wish they'd take up the Vanity Shield aesthetic that you're putting on the ship. Medical Vanity Shield. Wow, okay. Hi! Again, that's not one that's really striving any reaction out of me. What the hell? Okay, Platinum Vanity Shield. Can you get a reaction out of me? Come on, one of you. What? Oh, none of you. Do you know what? Those last two Vanity Shields, you can probably tell because I go quiet when I either have a meh reaction or it's a case of I'm completely reviled by it, like the Dielectric Oscillating will definitely gain. But this one, I haven't even changed the angle yet, and I've decided that I really like the look. The Platinum Vanity Shield just seems to be a great Vanity Shield for all ships. Though admittedly, I would have loved the colorations to be reversed, but then again, I'm a fan of the black hole over white. Then again, in space, it doesn't matter what colour your hole you is. You ain't more hidden by having a black hole. I'll say this though, the ship is looking mighty nice right now. Definitely quite keen on its look. Oh, damn, it just looks advanced. It feels advanced. It feels strong. Now, Section 31 Vanity Shield. Think by all, but slightly less dark. You know what? Everything looks so much more Now those what I was calling hangers those Bastard Collectors actually look like hangars. Section 31, I'm afraid that makes you 100% my favourite visual on this ship. Because I don't think any of the others are going to achieve that. Yes, I very much doubt any of the others are going to come even close to achieving that. Next up, we have the Aegis Conveyance Shield Array. Hello! Once again, confirming that those are the goddamn Bastard Collectors. I'm looking forward to the Borg one, just to end up seeing where the deflector is. I'm almost 100% certain the deflector, which I'm very uncertain on its actual position, but I'm almost 100% certain it's going to turn out to be somewhere in the main body at the nose, top section of the ship, just somewhere up there. Don't know where. Aegis is okay. Oh, speaking of, let's get assimilated. Assimilated regenerative shield array, which is just Borg vomit thrown all over the ship in most cases, and in this case really doesn't add too much to the feel of the ship, but at least it's going to give us some answers, so let's fully assimilate. No! So I got that right? That is the deflector? That is the deflector. No doubt now, that's where the deflector is registered to be. That means that there's no doubt in my mind the things that look like Bastard Collectors almost every single time are the hangars. And now my brain really does not like this ship. I hate it. I vilely hate it. Now, Bastard Collectors do use a level of shielding. And technically, what you see in the front of a Bastard Collector is a shielding that allows particles through it. But it's a shielding that allows particle matter through it. It's also very strong, and it's designed so that large objects, like fighters, could not possibly penetrate it. Bastard housing is also designed not to be deactivated. This is why, even when the Enterprise D is docked and completely powered down, you can still see a level of the Bastard Collector's shielding at the front, because it's actually designed to be practically solid. It's a... I'm not sure what the correct term is, but it's a... basically... transparent is not the word. But it's a material that allows particles to go through it, so long as they're small enough. Larger particles end up colliding with it. If you're telling me these hangars are made of the same bloody thing, you're literally slamming particles into the hangar bay. Which is, yeah, okay, fair enough. These particles are collected by the ship naturally, but you're also saying that the fighters can't actually leave the hang. No, I'm off that subject. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm going to go into a rant over design. Design errors! Bajoran Defense Conveyance Shield Array. I'm really sorry, pit people. Oh, hello, I'm colliding with something. Well, hello there. You know, nice design. I like the way the hull looks on this ship. I will give it that. The Impulse Ray could have done with staying blue, but hey. It's a rugged and rough design. I like it. Counter Command Conveyance Shield Array. So, I knew the second looking at that name, this was going to either be a, oh, it looks amazing, or which one do you think I've gone with? Pardon me. Love it! It's nice, looks good. Section 31 is still my favourite. Oh god, no! Oh god, no! Oh! Anyone who's watched enough of my videos knows why I tend not to like the Delta Alliance Unimatrix. And with what we discovered about the what should but isn't the hangar. Calm down, Ri'shad. With the way the hangar bays are designed, I am 100% not going to like this Vanity Shield. Like, in the slightest. I say 100%, I'm partially proven wrong straight away, because I guess the green glow isn't that bad in there. Still a shame about the goddamn wings and the cells. Yep, I don't like it. The thing I thought was going to make me hate it didn't make me hate it. No, the Impulse Ray did. Wow. But give it its due. The hull looks great. It's just the green glow elements that look like someone gave up halfway through. Okay. We now have the Dyson Regent Shield Array. Which all... whoopsie daisy, sorry guys. It awkwardly suits the ship. Yeah, I'm 50-50, but I do like it. So I'm 50-50 leaning towards liking it, but there's a couple of things I don't like. Ha 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 ha! Iconian Resistance Resilient Shield Array. With proc, apparently. Okay. You guys could probably guess right away how my brain's gone on this one. I also knew how it was going to go, so that probably didn't help. My swirls look terrible. Why the hell is it that Bioul can make swirl patterns work, but Iconian cannot? Oh, I wonder why. Actually, it might have something to do with the way it covers the hull. Next up, the tongue twister, also referred to as the Lucari Restoration Intuitive Regenerative Shield Array. Oh, I said that slower than I could actually say it. Well, hot damn, I like the way that looks. The cells look absolutely amazing. Oh, I really like the way this looks. Fuck you. That makes twice now I've actually liked this one. Normally I don't really like this Vanity Shield, but actually I quite like it right now. Nice. Next up, that's put me in a better mood. Make a Resilient Shield Array. This one should look good. Oh, this one looks good. Oh, that gave me chills. It's multiplying, and I'm losing control. Sorry for my singing. I made your ears bleed. Please, get to a doctor now. I don't want you to be deaf because of me. Oh, the hangers look screwed up, but hey, the rest of it looks absolutely amazing. Folian, aka Nukara Crystalline Resilient Shields. Do you know, oddly, because of the way the Folian Basard collectors look, which is this weird sort of web gridded pattern, that actually looks okay to me. It just looks like a web gridded pattern is the shielding or door of the hanger, and the hanger can just sort of deactivate the web and then it would just be revealed. So with this one occasion it looks okay to me. But then again, I'm autistic. What do you expect from my brain? Okay, so this is the Romulan Advanced Prototype Conveyance Shields, which look absolutely dreadful on this ship. Oh dear. I do hope they don't all end up looking like that. We can now take a look at the Temporal Defense Intuitive Regenerative. I did say regenerative. Shield Array. Thank you. Oh. Do you know, one of the things I do like about this hull is the fact that it's technically a fluid hull. So one of the things I do like about this hull is that it's technically a fluid hull, and STO has represented that really well with its look and design. And you know what, on this ship, it's one of those occasions where I like it. Considering I normally dislike this whole variation, it's yeah, I could see myself flying with this hull on this ship. Not for long, but I could see myself doing it. Yes, come on. Come on, this has to be good. Terran Task Force Conveyance Shield Array. Long live the Empire! Oh, long live the Empire indeed. Screw the goddamn hangar bays. Oh, I love the way this looks. This would make Snoke envious. What? Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. It's mainly for the way that you've got these random grey panels added in there, along with the little bits of yellow and blue lighting. Just makes this ship feel super high tech to me, and I love it. Also, dark hull plate is always a win with me. Oh, unless it looks like trash. Okay, so Dielectric Oscillating Resilient Shield Array. Have fun with this one, guys. I am now going to look away, and hopefully I will look back when I have completely rotated it. So let's try doing this. I'm looking at the bottom corner to see if I'm rotating at all. I can sort of tell when I get all the way around. Ooh, hang on a second, I'm looking high still. Hello down there. Oh, hang on, I just spotted part of the ship. I've gone around. Hello. Sorry about that. I really don't like looking at that hole. Because I've got an issue with the ship, when looking at this hole, I would definitely have gone a bit off the rails, so I didn't want to put you guys through that. Jem'Hadar Resilient Shield Array. Well, this is going to be a joke, isn't it? Hey, guess what, guys? Look, it's Type 1, I think. Type 1. So, of course... Oh, it's purple now. Of course, this looks absolutely amazing. Of course it does. It can't not look amazing. I actually like it more than I like it more than normal, than its normal Type A. Oops. Regent time, you love it or you hate it. Some people love it, some people hate it. I tend to be 50-50 depending on the ship, because it really comes down to the honeycomb pattern. And yoink. Well, it's not over the top for once. I now want to rename this ship the Naboo. I'm sorry for making so many Star Wars references. Awkwardly, it's the few shape designs that look a little bit too Star Warsian to me. Well, the first time I saw this shape and design of spaceship was in Star Wars, so that sort of crossover happens in my head. I hate to say it as well, but I'm looking back into those hangars now, and I'm spotting that those hangar shield plates aren't huge, and on one of those it's not even a deck. They are actually Passar collectors. They're not hangars. But they have to be hangars. What the yeah, okay, let's just stop talking about this ship's design right now. I'm not going to score it. I will score aspects of its design, so as a continuation of a Jem'Hadar style. Oh, I could, yeah, that is 10 out of 10. That is absolutely amazing. It's a great continuation of Jem'Hadar style. The thought that's gone into the styling of it, I will give a 7 out of 10 too, because a lot of thought has gone into it. They at least make the fighters launch from their hangars, the so-called hangars. That looks good. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic and my brain says if something is being defined as something like this, then it has to meet the criteria of this. But, well, autistic people, if you say, I want you to toss me a pen, you're going to get the pen thrown at you. You've just said to throw it. If you say, pass me the pen, it's going to be lightly thrown. If you say, hand me the pen, it will physically be given it into your hand by hand. That's the way the autistic mind works. We are very literal and very logical. So you have to be kind of careful with that. Unfortunately, this taking things very literal in my case makes me really dislike the hangars. And I think that's just purely because I take the look of the hangar and think Passar collector, not hangar. And I think the only thing that made me really go hangar was when you go above it and you can sort of see the landing platform for it. So from above, this ship is absolutely amazing hangar-wise. And actually the idea with the hangars are, the functionality of the hangars are absolutely amazing. I love it. It's just the doors. And it throws the whole thing for me. So if I'm honest with you, my actual opinion of this Starship's design brings it in at about 7, maybe 8 out of 10. So yes, I have actually just ranked it. Gives you guys actually the idea of a train of thought. But an oversight has made me dislike it. It definitely is not my favourite look among the ships. There's no chance in hell it's going to be my favourite look among the ships. If it's a bug and a graphical glitch, then maybe if they fix it and make it more like a force field later on, then this could easily be my favourite looking of the ships. Because as I've looked over this ship, take the hangars away, and I actually like this ship quite a lot now. I'm going to have a stigma towards that, and I apologise, guys. So what I am going to ask for you now is to seriously put me in my place. Feel free to tell me exactly what you like about the ship. If you think I'm being too critical on the way the hangars look, tell me, because to be frank, you got to tell Autism to calm down sometimes. If you'd like and agree with certain aspects of the ship that I commented on, tell me as well. I'd love to hear your opinions and feedback on this ship. Do you appreciate the secondary hull, or would you rather this ship didn't have the secondary hull? Do you like the way the hangar pets are? Let me know, guys. But with all this being said, I'm now going to shut up because I could easily turn this into a 2-hour rant. And I'm going to leave the things with you. Right now, I do want to say a massive thank you to my patrons and donators for the support you've given to this channel. And I need to actually say right now, a thank you as well to just everyone that watches these videos, because thanks to you, I finally hit that target that I needed to reach, and that has helped me become a YouTube partner along with being a Twitch affiliate. So now I've reached both goals that I hope to achieve this year. So this is absolutely great. Some of my goals have been achieved and I'm very happy on that factor. And with all things being said, hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I do apologise for ranting and getting a little bit annoyed at something that most people will see minuscule. And hopefully the next ship I'll be very hyped and happy with. I am going to be doing a review of this ship on its own stats wise, so look forward to that in the future. Till that happens though, ciao for now. Remember, we go into battle to reclaim our lives, and I don't think I succeeded in this one. Live long and prosper.